breaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain, game of survival. Anytime or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no. I got no rival.
Hello and welcome back to Turf Moorhouse TV. Today we have the first leg of the other championship semi-final, which is Coventry taking on Middlesbrough. Borough have had a resurgent second half of the season. Absolutely outstanding job by Michael Carrick since he took over from Chris Wilder, and it's been a humongous turnaround. Staring relegation in the face, and now looking like they've got a chance at promotion to the Premier League. Coventry stand in their way, though. Coventry aren't just there on merit. They've done ridiculously well this season as well to be up where they are. And let's not rule them out. Mark Robins, again, similar thing. Had them in a bit of a dodgy position at the turn of the year. They've had all the issues off the field as well in terms of the stadium, in terms of where where they've been playing over the last few years. They have just signed a new 5-year lease on the stadium, and it's going to be an electric party atmosphere at the CBS Arena. Welcome one and all. No matter who you support, everybody is welcome in the chat, so please do join us. But as we say, this is the EFL playoffs, and there is one game of football up for grabs. It's the playoff final that these teams are trying to chase, and that penultimate place in the Premier League. Hope everybody is well, whatever they are up to on this Sunday. The weather's still nice. I'm still sunburnt, and I thought I'd crack the last beer open from last night, so why not? Rude not to, wouldn't it? 5 o'clock somewhere. That said, as I said, it is Coventry versus Borough. Sunderland, yesterday, if you watched with us, Sunderland managed to turn that game on its head. It just goes to show what the championship is like. Luton had that first half an hour in the bag, was all over the Black Cats, and eventually something changed. For me, I think it was the moment where Trey Hume, actually stopped a shot from Elijah Adebayo, and at that moment, the game changed into Sunderland's favour. 35 minutes in, they had 0 shots and 0 on target, obviously. But within that 10-minute spell, towards the end of that first half, they had 6 shots, 3 on target, and managed to get themselves back into it through an Amad Diallo. Well, I mean, a perfectly executed free kick between him and Alex Pritchard. Pritchard laid the ball off. Diallo struck his foot straight through it, curled past the keeper, and a fantastic strike for Sunderland. Then they went on to win it, as well did Sunderland, with a nice 2-1 win, a header by Trey Hume, who Ethan Horvath couldn't really do anything about it. But this game is going to be different. We have 2 of the championship's in-form strikers up in contention today. As Chris says in the chat, it is Victor Gyökeres against Chuba Akpom. Whose team is going to get the upper hand? Let us know who you think is going to win this game. And as I said earlier as well on the other ones, let us know who you think is going to be in the final and who's going to win it. Get them predictions in nice and early. Looking at it then, Mark Robins and Michael Carrick, as we said, have done a fantastic job. I did manage to pull some stats out of the bag earlier, so I will bring them to you. Coventry have won 4 of their last 5 home games against Middlesbrough, only losing the 1 all in the Championship, with the Sky Blues winning 1-0 this season with a goal from, as we said, Victor Gyökeres. The away team has won just one of the last 16 meetings between Coventry and Middlesbrough in all competitions. A 2-1 win for Borough in March 2021 when they were managed by Neil Warnock. Again, a remarkable job he did with Huddersfield. This is, however, Middlesbrough's 5th Football League playoff campaign, with all of their previous 4 coming at this level. After winning promotion in their first in the 87-88 season, they haven't won promotion via this method on any of the other 3 occasions, that being in the 91 season, 2014-15 season, and the 17-18 campaign as well. Coventry City have only featured in the Football League playoffs on one previous occasion, winning the 2017-2018 League 2 playoffs via eliminating Notts County in the semi-final and Exeter City in the final at Wembley. The team finishing 4th in the Championship has won promotion via the playoffs in 4 of the last 9 seasons, and currently occupying that 4th spot is Middlesbrough, but including 2 of the last 3. Fulham did it in 1920, in 2019, 2020, and Forest obviously in the 21-22 season as well. But at the Coventry Building Society Arena, Mark Robbins is out. He's already clapping the fans and trying to G up the squad. But the players are about to make their way out onto the pitch. And let's see what happens today. Should be a good one. Looking at your comments before we get to the teams. Henry says, good morning, Dan. Hope you're well. Thank you for your reply to my message. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. The Stream Elements bot's running. Yes, fight the power. Yes, you can. Henry says 2-1 Coventry. See, I've said this, and I feel for Borough fans because I wouldn't mind Coventry doing it, and it's not just because they've got Luke McNally at the back, who's obviously on loan from Burnley. I think it'd be nice to see a different team who hasn't been in the Prem for quite some time. So someone like Coventry or Sunderland or anyone but Borough, basically. I didn't want to say it like that, but anyone but Borough. Max says, morning, Justin, hope you're well. Morning to yourself. Max says, I was at Coventry Exeter that season. That feels like yesterday. Yeah, it's a while back now, is that. Let's have a look at the teams then. Starting with Coventry. Wilson in goal. McNally, McFadzean and Doyle plays a back 3. Norton, Cuffy and Bidwell are your right wing back and left wing back. Hamer, Kelly and Eccles play in the midfield 3 with Godden and Gyökeres up top. For Middlesbrough, Zach Steffen starts in goal. You got Tommy Smith, Paddy McNair, Dara Lenihan and Giles playing as a back 4. Hackney and Mowat play as a defensive midfield 2, with a 3 in front of them of Jones, Akpom and McGree. So Chuba Akpom will be playing in a number 10 role with Cameron Archer up top. Substitutions, and I did forget to go through the subs for Coventry, so I will do that as well. But Roberts, Dale Fry, Daniel Barlasser, Dak Steele, Force, Crooks and Bowler. For Coventry, Coventry's bench is as follows. They've got Moore, Panzo, Allen, Wilson, Esbrand, Sheaf, Maguire and Dabo. Ben Wilson is the keeper with the most clean sheets this season, above Ethan Horvath, who has 19. Wes Foderingham is 3rd place with 17. And under him is Burnley's Arishan Muric. So, you know, the keepers have done well this season. And to be fair, the Coventry keeper, for me, is more than deserving of his place in the team, in the EFL team of the season. He's done absolutely tremendous. But this should be a good game. I'm expecting a good fixture here. Who knows, though? Who knows? It is still early on Sunday. Still early on Sunday. What the heck is this? Oh, fair enough. Chris says, personally, I want Luton to go up. I mean, why not? Why not? Be funny on FIFA next year. It's not even going to be called FIFA, is it? It's EAFC. But yeah, it'd be funny to see the videos of the trampoline in the backyard going up the stairs of the away end. However, that said, the game is underway. So we are now underway at the CBS Arena, and it's Middlesbrough kicking from right to left, and Coventry kicking from left to right. If you could, please do show us some love on the channel. I appreciate everyone who has been showing us some love as well so far. Please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we next go live, which, as I say, I'm having a day off tomorrow. I'm going to just chillax. Tuesday, we will be back again, though. We'll be back with the second legs for both of these games, which will be Luton, Sunderland, and obviously Middlesbrough, Coventry. So join us on Tuesday and Wednesday for those respective games. How's everyone been? How's everyone's weekend? Hope everyone has had a cracker. Nate's in the chat. Hope you're well, mate. Says morning, Dan. Morning to yourself. And Chris says Wrexham, Newport next season, though. Oof. I mean, I'm looking forward. Obviously, Accrington Stanley have gone down, so I might try and go and see if I can do Aki Stanley away at Wrexham. That might be interesting. Time will tell. We will see. We will see what happens. So far, it's just been a case of long ball in the first minute and a half. Cameron Archer, who was a target at the start of the season, for Burnley, but obviously went to Middlesbrough instead. Victor Gyökeres, he's obviously touted by many, many, many clubs in this summer window. Everton rumoured to be interested. Burnley ourselves are meant to be interested. It won't surprise me if Leeds and a good few others of their bottom-end Premier League sides. But I'm sure Coventry will want to keep him, especially if they can get themselves promoted. He will be providing that firepower in the Premier League for Coventry, I'm sure, if they can get there. George is in the chat. Hope you're well, George. Afternoon to yourself. We have it afternoon now. So, yes, afternoon to yourself, mate. Mike wants to absolutely smash Wrexham next season. Who knows? Time will tell. How was everybody's Saturday? What did you get up to last night? I hope you all had a fantastic weekend so far. As I say, usually Sunday is the hump day, isn't it? Why is everything going mad on Twitter? Oh, I've been tagged in something. Bloody hell. Luke McNally has it for Coventry. Comes over the halfway line. Middlesbrough intercept the pass. However, Coventry get it back. Ball played into the centre. Back into the Coventry defence now. Borough just being patient. It looks like Coventry are going to be the ones trying to ask the questions early doors, but a wayward pass there from Doyle sends the ball out for a throw-in to the Borough. Henry says, it's good, Dan. Got to work on my next week's lives for my channel. Once you agree to come on Thursday to talk about Burnley after this watch-along. Yeah, I'll drop you a message after this watch-along. I'll drop you a message. Chris is currently playing a Super League tax save on FM, trying to get Burnley from tier 6 to the top tier. Ooh, sounds interesting. Sounds interesting, Chris. Who have you got in your squad? Let us know. Middlesbrough have the ball at the back. Paddy McNair has it. Plays it into the centre of the park. Dara Lenihan comes forward, makes the pass. Borough trying to get forward, but be very patient in the build-up. Very patient in the build-up, Borough. I've noticed that this year. Coventry just need to stand tall, and they're doing their best to. Intercepted, and as I said, standing tall has worked well for them there. They've got themselves a throw-in. It's in their own half, but cuts out the danger of Middlesbrough coming forward. Michael Carrick has won 18 of his 31 games in charge of Middlesbrough since stepping in. Remarkable achievement, especially for his first job in management as well. As I say, the turnaround that they've had almost emulates that of Nottingham Forest, you know, when they were bottom of the league at Christmas. I'd say it was very, very similar to that. No worries, Henry, no worries. Mark says, I'm on another watch along tonight. What watch along are you doing tonight? Hannah says, come on, Coventry. See, I won't mind Coventry, but like I say, that's personally, I won't mind Coventry, but whoever does it will clearly be the worthy winner to get promoted. Ball played out wide. Can it be kept in? Is the Coventry man going to get there? He does. He does ahead of Tommy Smith, who tries to whip one in, and Smith gets a nick on it. It is going to go for a Coventry corner. Six minutes on the clock. Coventry have got some big, big players. I will give you that. It's all about getting bodies into the box. Big Victor Gyökeres being watched by Alex Moat, the former Leeds midfielder. Callum McFadzean at the back post. Ball whipped in. It's deep. Headed back by Borough. McFadzean has it now. Plays the pass. Can they get the cross in? Having to work back the opportunity. However, they've worked the ball back to the goalkeeper. As I said, it's going to be patient these opening few minutes. Wilson sends it long. Centre of the park now for Chuba Akpom. Intercepted and played back to Wilson again. Henry says, I hope it's a great game. I'm hoping so. It should be a good one today. Aiden's in. I'm good, mate. I hope you are well. He says, good luck to Burnley in the Prem next season. I honestly think you'll get top half next season. Hey, I hope so, mate. I'll take that. He's got the same squad as current, but with Matt Grimes, Antonio Gallo, Petros Mantalos. Oh, fair enough. Not bad. Not bad. Seems all right, that, Chris. Officiating this one is Bobby Madley. I'll let you guys make your decisions on the referee. Norton Cuffy has fouled Chuba Akpom. Not really sinister, but Borough have a free kick in the Coventry half. Just over the halfway line. Chris Welch is in the chat. Afternoon to yourself, Chris. It's going 1-1. No, Bobby Madley isn't a good ref. You're right there. Long ball played over the top. And gone for a goal kick. It was Tommy Smith who played a long one over the top for Chuba Akpom, but he couldn't get onto it. Just gone 9 minutes, Connor. It's just gone 9 minutes. 9-4, 9-5, 6, 7. So I am just about 20 to 30 seconds behind. Something like that. Watching it on Now TV, so it's going to be just a few seconds behind, mate. Norton Cuffy has it. Down on this near side. Plays it into the centre of the park. Eccles. Slip there from the Coventry centre back. Still finds Norton Cuffy though. Plays the ball into the centre. Goes deep. Tries to cut it inside. Gyökeres. loses it. Borough managed to regain possession. I thought Coventry were going to put a nice spell of football together there, but it's Borough trying to come forward again and cut out by Coventry again. Nobody's trying to let each other get the upper hand in this one. Not just yet. Not just yet. Afternoon, Doug. Afternoon to yourself. Hope you're well, mate. How you feeling? How's the head? Man's not too bad after the Eurovision party last night, but I'm all right. I mean, I'm back on the juice. I've only got the one, but when it's gone, it's gone. It's not in the house then. But no, I hope you are well, Doug. Chris said company has said he does not want to put a ceiling on what Burnley can achieve next season. He said he signed a new deal to make sure players understand he's committed to the club. Good. Good. He needs to be. It needs to be. Connor says, yeah, not too bad then. And I'm glad that Doug's all good. No roughness. Chris Welch obviously being a Carlisle fan, excited for us tonight. But obviously Carlisle faced Bradford later on. So yeah, good luck, mate. Good luck. However, Borough come forward. Ball in the box. Dinks one to the back post. Header up by McNally. Only as far as the Borough number 3. Can he get a ball in? Tries to go back central. Ushering them out a step at a time. Oh, Akpom's in. Akpom's in. Great save by Wilson. Oh, my word. Fantastic save by the Coventry keeper. However, ball still in play. He gets a very solid palm on that. Very solid palm on it. Tips it onto the crossbar. Ball still in play, though. Borough have it in the centre of the park. Borough still have it. Still trying their best. Lewis, what you on about? I've just seen that you tried to ring me, but obviously I'm live. What you on about, pal? Just showing that save again. Good ball through. Good ball through. Definitely onside, but that's a solid save by the keeper. He's down already before the shot's even taken. Spreads his body well. He's done well there. Fantastic save. Absolute phenomenal save. Just throws his body in front of it. But yeah, Connor, I wouldn't mind seeing Teller and Akpom in a Prem. No, I agree, Chris. There is a few, like I say, we're funny to see Blackburn obviously drop out, which is always fun. $14 minutes gone, still 0-0 in this fixture. Chris Welch says, cheers, mate. There's no pressure on us. We are the massive underdogs out of all teams in the playoffs. When you are under no pressure, you're dangerous. Yes, there is that. There is that. Fair play. Fair play. I don't know, Mark. It's a bit of a difficult one, that one. With Saints getting relegated, as you said, will it help the course to Santella? I'd like to say it would, but then I don't know. It's a strange one. Max in the chat. Afternoon. Afternoon. So that's what my son's on about. My son said he's at Wembley watching the. He's at Wembley watching the Manchester United women's against Chelsea women's with his granddad. Fair play. Mac. It's I'm hoping there the dog will count. I'm hoping there the dog will go even better. Aidan says he can see a Middlesbrough Sunderland final. See, I like Eurovision. I actually quite enjoy it. I think it's funny because there's some that are absolutely sharp and there's some that are like actually not too bad. I hope you're well, Mick. I don't. I quite like it. I quite like it. I'm not going to be a sheep just because everyone in the chat saying it's sharp. Like I say, everyone's got their own preference. I did think England's song were a bit shit though. Well, the United Kingdom, shall we say? But hope everyone is well. 18 minutes into this one, Coventry 0, Middlesbrough 0. I think I want Coventry more to do it over Borough, just because of obviously the issues that Coventry have had. As I said, off the field with the pitch situation, takeover, financial, ramifications that they've had. They've had to deal with a lot of shit, really, where Borough have always had that backing of Steve Gibson. Coventry have had it the hard way. They've had to come up from League Two. Mark Robbins has done a fantastic job with them. And Borough, to be honest, have been pretty poor the last few games. So who knows? Who knows? The missus is in, even though she's out with the kids. She said, "I'll take the kids out while obviously I do the watch along." But Kate, if you're wondering what Mac's on about, I told him about the snoring. I didn't realise as well, Max. She took a picture of me as well asleep last night. I'm like literally about 14 chins. Good job, I love her, innit? And Chris, no, who's sung for the UK was somebody called May Miller. There's not been many, Mac. Not been many. Oh, Chuba Akpom had the best chance of the game so far. You played in basically one-on-one with Ben Wilson. And Wilson spreads his body really, really well. Manages to tip the effort onto his crossbar. But so far, that's pretty much all we've had in terms of goal threat. However, Borough seeing a lot of the ball in the centre of the park. Can they make this count? Time and space for the Borough number 14 to run into. Makes the pass. Tries to be sneaky with his way of going into the box, and that's wasted. That's absolutely wasted. Coventry tried to come forward very quickly, tried to counteract it, but failed. It just went straight to Zach Steffen. Ben Wilson knows what he'd done wrong there. Akpom's a beast, as is Victor Gyökeres. Both of them have been in farm form this season. Aidan says, what are your thoughts on the job Neil Warnock has done at Huddersfield? He's done a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic job. I say, to come in and steer you guys away from staring relegation in the face and all the shit at the start of the season, Carlos Corbron leaving, then with Dean Hoyle saying he wants to sell the club, and for Warnock to come in and sort of steady the ship, you know, it can only bode well, really. Obviously, what you do from here regarding next season and the appointment of manager, time will tell. .22 on the clock. Hackney tries to come forward. If anything, he's just made a hash of that. However, Borough still win the throw-in. It's Giles who looks set to take it. Taking his time with the throw. Manages to play it in. Gets the ball back. Loses it to Norton Cuffy, though. I tell you what, there's some solid battling. I'll give you that. Some solid battling. But no, you're right, Mark. Akpom's form's just come out of nowhere. Absolutely come out of nowhere. Coventry have had 2 touches in the final third in the last 10 minutes. Borough have had 31. It's all about making it count, though. All about making it count. Just gone 24 minutes. Just gone 24 minutes, Mike. Middlesbrough have a corner. Didn't know what the referee were going to give there, whether they were giving a goal kick or not. McGree, Akpom, Archer, all in there, about to make a nuisance for himself. Ball played in, played deep, and it's headed over by Luke McNally, I think. Was it Luke McNally or Paddy McNair? I think Paddy McNair stealed in there, to be fair. It is, it's come off McNair. I don't think he realised. I think he thinks McNally's going to get there. Does it comes off the shoulder of McNair, who's wondering what happened there. I couldn't even say how he does it. It's a little bit like Big Sam with Leeds at the moment. He's took all the attention away from thinking about relegation. When he came in and did that interview and said about how, yeah, I'm just as good as Pep. If anything, I've got more experience than them. He's took the media limelight off. He's took all that pressure off them, talking about relegation, and put it all onto him. It's all about mind games. And if you want somebody who's very good at mind games, I mean, Neil Warnock is probably up there with one of the best. Anthony's in. Hope you well, pal. He says he thinks it's going to be Borough Sunderland final. And Mac thinks Forest will be okay because they're in a half decent position. Didn't they get a draw yesterday as well, Forest? Chris, I predicted 8th. I predicted Burnley to be 8th as well. Borough again, seeing the ball in the Coventry half. Yeah, 2-2, I thought it was. Max says, I thought we'd be looking at lower top half. Defo didn't see that. When you look at where we were at the start of the season with all the changes, yeah. Plus, going down into a league that's very, very competitive, I didn't think we'd do anything. Chris Welch says he hopes Coventry or Luton win the Championship playoffs. Obviously, he wants his team Carlisle to win the League Two playoffs. Max says, yeah, 2-2. To be honest, Aidan, who would have... Spurs' back four is a shambles. Spurs is just, in general, are a shambles. Flaming Huddersfield have had more success than Spurs in recent years. Coventry tried to come forward. It's Norton Cuffy. Can he get a ball in? Has he won the corner? He has off Giles. So Coventry do have a chance from a set piece. Did well there. Bad his time to get in front of his man. Giles stood tall though. It's only a corner for Coventry. Norton Cuffy G in the crowd up. Ball whipped in. McFadzean in there. Jokeres header at the back post. And it's the captain who gets his rises up the highest. He's not really got much control of his body weight. If anything, it's probably his own player that takes it away from him. Ben Sheaf was almost like tackling his own player, and it's made him have to rethink where he puts his head for that. That's the closest Coventry have come in this one. Borough still the ones knocking on the door, and they've tried to knock on the door again. We have a bit of a fast-paced action coming forward. However, it gone out for a Coventry throw-in. Well, yeah, Chelsea and Spurs, they have been shambolic. I agree. Yeah, apparently he's already had pictures as Pochettino as Chelsea manager, so it's just a case of waiting that official confirmation from the club. Coventry trying to get a ball in. Played to the edge of the box. Is he going to take a shot? It deflects. Still in there. Again, hit. Jokeres tries to get his head onto it. No, sorry, it was Cadden. Godden, sorry. God knows what I'm going on about now. But yeah, their squad does need some changing. You're right there. You are spot on. Borough living dangerously there. Zach Steffen playing it out short. Nearly loses it. Long ball pumped forward, which Ben Wilson collects. I don't understand it. If Kane had stayed at Norwich or Leicester on loan, he'd have won more trophies than he already has at Spurs. I mean, that says something. And he's at that age now where he's coming towards the end of his career. You know, he's in his 30s. For Spurs to succeed, I'm going to be controversial, and I've said it a while. I've said it for a while. Spurs need to get rid of Harry Kane. The club is so heavy reliant on one man, and it doesn't bode well. Doesn't bode well. Chris, I'll be honest, I'm going to play it safe for that question. I'm going to say Nathan Teller. Obviously, if we could, I think Southampton would put a stumbling block in there. But who knows? I say, if we do have any Coventry fans in, if we do have any Borough fans in, put your comments in as well. Get your comments in. Yeah, I saw that, Chris. Dash wanted him, didn't he? But apparently we wouldn't stump up something like 7.5 million or something. Madness. Ward-Prowse would be a good signing. The thing is, Ward-Prowse, though, again, is another one a bit like Kane in the side or Grealish at Villa. He's too. It's all about them. They're the focal point. And with Ward-Prowse, I mean, we've already got someone similar in like not in terms of free kick ability, but Josh Cullen orchestrates that midfield. And Borough have just had a chance again. Wilson, who's put it out. Another save by the Coventry City goalkeeper. It's a corner to the away side. 32 minutes on the clock. Coventry 0, Middlesbrough 0. Borough with a chance to take the lead. Ball whipped in. Header up. Say Coventry have a lot of tall players in their ranks. It's Eccles who heads that away. It's gone out for a Middlesbrough throw-in. Tommy Smith, formerly of Stoke City. And Huddersfield. He did play for Huddersfield as well, if Aidan's still watching, did Tommy Smith. I mean, you could do. You could do. Where would you play Ward-Prowse then? Would you play Ward-Prowse where we've sort of played Goodmanson in that sort of like number 10 behind the striker? To be honest, Chris, Gyökeres has been good. He's still quite young. Mark Trezor, yeah, he's another decent player, which we wanted in the summer. But it's like you say, are we going to? I trust anyone that company brings in. Who knows? Lyle Foster could turn into an absolute goal machine next season. Coventry or Luton in the final. Nah, Ward-Prowse will go to a Premier League team, Anthony. Say that now. West Ham or Villa's not a bad shout. What's going on here? Chris says, I've been disappointed with the lack of game time for Obafemi. I rate him. Max just thinks all like Everton, West Ham, Palace would show interest, maybe even a Brighton. Yeah. Stream's gone down. Bear with me, guys. Get another one going. I don't know why the stream's gone down. Internet's working fine because it's clearly got the game on. But don't know why it's playing up. It'll be a bidding war when it comes to James Ward-Prowse. People saying personally bet on Villa winning the battle. Yeah, if they get into Europe, yeah, you put it like that, Chris. I think Rice needs to move on from West Ham as well. You're right there. We're spot on with that. Who'd want Guendouzi though? He's a hothead. He's a hothead. Come on. It's definitely in with the ridiculous hair. Looks like Sideshow Bob. Raul Jimenez wears a headband because he got injured. He got a nasty injury to his head. So he has to wear like a headband thing now when he's playing. A bit like when Petr Cech had to wear the helmet. Raul Jimenez has to wear something because of an injury. He'll probably wear that for the rest of his career, maybe. Still 0-0 in this one though, and we are trying to get a live stream going, but for some reason it's just playing up. Don't know why, but it is. Let's see if we can get it back. Max said I would take a Lion bar and can of pop for that donkey right now and a double cheeseburger. Yeah, Vegos is crap. Get rid of him. I'm not entirely sure why the feed's gone down. It's bloody infuriating, I'll tell you that. Let's just see if we can get it back on the other one. Rice would do well at Arsenal. The thing is with Rice as well, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He does wear his heart on his sleeve. It certainly does, Mark. It certainly does remain 0-0. For some reason, it's telling me I've got no internet, even though I'm currently live on the internet. So I don't get how it can say I've got no internet when I have. Yeah, United don't need him. United don't need him at all. He'll be playing in League One next season, Mike. If he's still contracted to Reading, I don't know whether his contract's up or not. What the heck is going on here? I say I don't know what's happening. Don't know what's happening. It's gone funny. Everything's gone kaput for some strange reason. What the heck is going on? I say apologies for this. It has. Oh, see, now it's loaded up pretty quickly. Can we get the stream back? That's the question. How long is it going to stay for as well? We are back. We are back. Finally. Didn't know whether we were going to get the game back or not then. 44 minutes gone. Fast approaching that 45th minute mark. Only 20 seconds left and then added time. If there is anything to be added, it is still Coventry 0, Middlesbrough 0. There is a minute added on. A minute added on. And you're right, Anthony. As we know, Sunderland are 90 minutes away from the final with that 2-1 victory yesterday over Luton. They've just got to keep that scoreline in favour of them. Scott Twine to Wrexham. I think Scott Twine will come good. I think he will come good. In terms of signing players from City, I mean, City have got a good few youngsters, and it's whether they want to keep hold of them or not. Or the thing you've got with Manchester City is probably similar deals to how we did for Muric. You know, there'll be some sort of structured deal where they have a cheap buyback clause or something. Well, the referee, Bobby Madley, puts the whistle to his lips. It is half time in this one, and it is still 0-0. Ben Wilson has been the most active of the two goalkeepers. He's the one having to keep out Chuba Akpom's shot early doors. Fantastic save, by the way, but at the break, it still remains 0-0. There's other games playing today as well. Obviously not currently, but later on this evening, we have Brentford against West Ham, Everton taking on Manchester City, Arsenal take on Brighton and Hove Albion, and later on tonight, we have the League Two playoffs. Bradford City take on Carlisle United. 2:30 as well, Manchester United women take on Chelsea FC women, which is, as I say, where my lad's gone to watch. Apparently, we do want him on a permanent there. Apparently, we do want him on a perm. So it's good going forward. It's just towards the latter end of the season. I think he's been a little bit, again, a bit shaky. But let's see what happens. Let's see what we can do. As I say, it is 0-0 at half time. Let's have a look at some of the stats for this game then. Starting with shots. Coventry have had 5 shots with absolutely nil points on target. Borough have had 3 attempts with 2 on target. And as I said, those 2 have had to be fantastic saves by Ben Wilson. Borough have got 60% of Coventry's 40. They've made more passes with 284 passes to Coventry's 186. The passing accuracy is very similar between the two sides. 85% for Borough, 82% for Coventry. Coventry have committed 6 fouls. Borough only committing 2. No cards issued in the game as of yet. Coventry have had 4 corners to Middlesbrough's 2. This is a very interesting leg so far. It's still 0-0. Maybe we will see everything light up a little bit in the second half. Yeah, I agree, Mac. A horrible time to play at 7 p.m. on a Sunday night. Anthony says, Dan, thoughts on Poch going to Chelsea? There's only 2 reasons why Poch has gone in at Chelsea. 1, because he used to be PSG manager. And 2, Chelsea and Todd Bowley have got Poch in to probably try and lure Harry Kane to Stamford Bridge. That's my only thinking. That is my only thinking on it. But yeah, it's all interesting at the moment. I say it is half time. I am going to go for a little toilet break. But if you haven't, while you're here, please do drop a like on this video. Let's smash them likes out the park. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we next go live. I will be back very, very soon for the second half. And fingers crossed the feed will stay strong this time. But until then, stay with the channel. Stay with the channel. I'll be back in 5 or so minutes. Stay tuned. We are back for the second half. I just had to bloody rush. Hope everyone is well though. And players are out and about, waiting for the referee's whistle to get the game underway. Chris says, is there any other playoff games on today? Yes, there is. It's Bradford against Carlisle tonight. However, on this channel, we are just going to stick with the Championship playoffs. And that said, Borough just being patient with the build-up. Coming forward again now, though. Ball played out wide to Lenihan. Tries to get the ball in there. Akpom with a header. Oh, it's just wide. Akpom did brilliant there. Did really well to see the run. Always anticipating that run there and nearly gets a goal for his troubles. It's just wide of Ben Wilson's goal. This could be a day where Borough absolutely throw it at Coventry in terms of chances, but Coventry only need that one. And if they're clinical with it, it could be the pivotal goal going into the second leg. Best video / stream we've done all season. I'd have to say probably doing the watch along for the Burnley Blackburn game. I can't not say that one. Obviously, winning the league at Ewood Park, doing a watch along of that, and just the raw emotion. I watched it back afterwards because obviously you don't see how you act in the moment. I think I needed a bleeper machine for that, to be fair. But yeah, I'd probably say that one. The one where we won the league at Ewood Park. What's everybody else doing today? What's everybody else's plans on this fine Sunday? Ball played out wide to Norton Cuffy. Cuts inside to the middle of the park. Gets the ball back. Still has it. Loses it now, though. It is still goalless, Emery. It is. It very much is. Max preparing a Sunday dinner. Oof. Can't beat a good roast. Ball played in deep, header up. Again. Oh, that was something from nothing there. Something from nothing. Gyökeres gets in. It's just a ball pumped into the box. You don't expect it. Gyökeres tries to get it back into position at Godden. Can't get it to him. It's intercepted by Smith. And then Bigwell plays it in and McNair knocks it out for a corner. Ball whipped in. Headed away. Can Coventry get that ball back into the mix? Let play on. It's ball to the back stick. Ben Sheaf. Again, floated in deep. Header up. Is that gone for a corner? Is it a goal kick? I think it's gone for a goal kick by the look of the player's face, but ball were played in deep. Yeah, that's gone for a goal kick. Definitely a goal kick. How come she's not had one in about 30 years, Henry? You not like them? I mean, a lot of people just like them anyway because you can obviously just change the meat about chicken, turkey, beef, pork, lamb. I mean, you can even have a vegetarian roast now, can't you? And stuff like that. Ah, fair enough. Have you not like been out though? Like, say you've gone out somewhere and you've just like, oh, I'm gonna just stop off and get, have some tea out, and like not treat yourself to like a carvery or anything. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. I can understand where it's one of them meals you sit down and have with a family, but you can't beat a good roast. Exactly, Anthony. Exactly. Chris says, could you see Burnley doing something similar to Villa a few years back? Company said he hopes to get the majority of the deals done quite early in the window, and some plans have been put in place. Well, who knows? Who knows? Well, you don't have to have it with family, Henry. Roast dinner for one, bugger it. No one wants to make you upset. No one wants to make you upset. Corner for Borough. Whipped in. McNally heads it wide. Well, it's your birthday today. Ball whipped in for the other corner. Header up to the edge of the box. Header in again. Tries to turn and shoot. Coventry send it long. Can Gyökeres get to the second ball? That's it. Families are like that, though, Henry. And happy birthday. Happy birthday. I didn't know. Didn't know. And Mags, it's fine. It doesn't matter whether you relegated us or not. If anything, we relegated ourselves the season before based on our performances. Doesn't matter. Grey hair has grey hair. Exactly what Chris said there. We're your little family in here. We'll be your family. Don't you worry about that. 55 minutes on the clock. Still 0-0. Nothing to shout about between the two sides. What can the Clarets do? Clarets? What am I on about? What can Coventry and Middlesbrough do? So used to doing Burnley watch-alongs, that's why. Coventry have definitely upped the tempo since the stroke of half-time. They're going to the box. Tries to take a shot. I thought Coventry were going to be in with a solid chance there. Ball back at the centre circle. McNally dinks one to the back post. Tries to get across. And McNair clears it. Goes out for a Coventry throw-in. Coventry asking all the questions now. Knocking on the door. Chris, is his next Sunday. Well, yeah, it would have been, wouldn't it? It would have been a very tough birthday. That's just me watching Newport, Mike. Middlesbrough come forward. Intercepted by Coventry. McNair sees to Gyökeres and stops Coventry from getting a quick breakaway. There's no hope for me. I'm 32 and I'm starting to get a few whites in here. Paddy McNair's down receiving treatment. It doesn't look like it must have hurt him when he put that challenge in. Michael Carrick having a word with some of his boys. Where do you think the first goal is going to come from, guys? Do you think Coventry are going to get the first goal in this one? Can you see it finishing 0-0? Or are Borough going to take a late lead, sorry. Who do I want to be in the final? Anyone but Borough, Josh, to be fair. I'd probably say yourselves and Coventry. Yourselves and Coventry in the final. Mixers Coventry have got to step it up a gear this half. It's going to be a tough match back at Borough. Yeah, it will be. At the Riverside, it'll be a lot tougher for them. There's no 32 in the rest. It's just 32. I'm not even 32 yet. Not even 32 till August. I'm only 31. Borough have it in their own half. Pump long. Over that goes out for a throw-in. Yeah, I think so. Henry, yeah. Coventry come forward. Cuts inside, does a Coventry number 3. He's going to go for goal himself. He tried to open his feet up, did Ben Sheaf. Sorry, not Ben Sheaf, it was Doyle. Doyle who cut inside, beat one, sent one player the other way. Took the shot. It wasn't the best of efforts, to be fair. I'm not being funny, but I sort of think that Coventry are slowly growing into it. It could go absolutely either way. It does need a goal, though, Mac. You're totally right. It's one of them where could Coventry be the one that start asking the questions, but then because they've started to come more forward, it gives them they're more prone to a counter attack from Borough. I mean, Coventry have done really well defensively this season, and that's probably been one of the standout attributes that Mark Robbins prides himself on tactically. Yeah, they are. They are both cancelling each other out, Anthony. I couldn't agree more. How you doing, Mrs. B? Yeah, I was there. The parade was really good. Fantastic, actually. Really good day out. Yeah, obviously, Burnley shared a picture of me, the missus, and kids. Coventry come forward, shots, and it's wide of the mark. I don't even know why he attempted to take the shot there. He should have really tried to curl it round to Godden, who was trying to peel off at the back post. I'm surprised he didn't. Coventry have it now in the centre of the park. Still 0-0 in this one. Coventry trying to get balls in early. And to be honest, Borough have started to keep men behind the ball. Not everybody's pushing forward for Borough now. Borough having that spell of possession, playing it around at the back. Yeah, 64 minutes in, Henry. 64 minutes in. So still a good 25 to go. Looks like Borough are ready in a substitution. Chris says, where can you see Burnley in 3 to 5 years time? Probably still at Turf Moor, mate. You know, just get a ticket. Would be. I'm joking. Backhanded that question, but fuck off, Anthony. Chris to be honest, I want us to have a natural, steady progression, like I say, and just see what we can do. Hopefully, what Max said there, companies come out and said that he tries telling the players that obviously he wants to try and achieve European football with Burnley Football Club, which would be fantastic. If we can get that and emulate the success of what Villa are doing this year, then yeah, I'd be more than happy with that. More than happy with it. Mick says you can see Buranick in it. You never know. Substitution for Coventry. Josh Eccles comes off. Jamie Allen is on in his place. An Englishman for an Englishman. Borough still haven't made their change yet. Mrs. B is off. Thank you very much for popping in, though. Big, massive hello to you and Mr. B. Hope everyone is. Hope you're both really, really well. And yeah, see you very, very soon. See you very soon. I won't mind a cup. I won't mind a cup competition. Winning one of the cups. I mean, you've got as good a chance as any, haven't you? It's a bit of silverware that we've not had in a long time, so who knows? Substitution about to take place for Middlesbrough. It's the Englishman Isaiah Jones who's coming off for Finnish Middlesbrough player Marcus Force. Just looking at the stats, Coventry have had 10 shots, still 0 on target though, which is poor, really. Quite poor. Borough haven't had anything since the turn of half time. Still 5 shots to Borough with 2 on target. They are housing better possession though, 60% in their favour to Coventry's 40. But again, possession means nothing. Possession means nothing. It's goals that win your games. Exactly, Chris. I agree. We've won quite a few over the years, but I mean, you are going back way before my dad's dad probably were watching Burnley Football Club. I say we had a lot of success during the 60s, early 70s. The attendance today at Coventry, 28,874 people at the CBS Arena. That's a lot of people to have not seen a goal in a game. I mean, we have had the recent successes. You've got to think, we've won the playoffs. We've had a few promotions. Yes, relegations, but promotions again, obviously. We've had a few decent cup runs. But in terms of silverware, recent silverware, it's just the, obviously, promotions and the playoffs in 2009. I don't think we'd have had a club, Chris. I don't think we'd have had a club. From what I heard was if we did get beat by Orient and went out the Football League at that point, that we wouldn't have been financially stable enough to stay as a football club. So it's absolutely amazing for a town the size as it is to be where it is nothing short of remarkable, to be fair. I doubt it, Mike. I doubt it. 70 minutes gone, still 0-0. Don't know why I rushed around making the edits of the scores. I mean, we could have an absolute onslaught towards the end of this game, but who knows? As it stands, it's got to that point in the game where it's almost like neither team wants to lose. And Borough will probably think, if we can hold out and take them back to the Riverside, that's where it's going to go well for them. I'd say so, Chris, yeah. Because we was on the border of extinction as a club. So staying in the Football League, that has done wonders for us. Crit's in the chat. He says, "Come on, Borough. Hope you're well, mate. Not seen you around before, but appreciate you coming in. So thank you for that. As I say, I accept every fan in the chat. As long as you're decent, then that's good enough for us." Yeah, we're going back some time, Emery. Going back some time. Coventry have a free kick just over the halfway line. Taken short. Ball played out wide. Now back central. Tries to find Norton Cuffy. Can he take it down? He can't. He can't sort his footing out. And the Coventry number 7 struggles to take that down in his chest. But yeah, no, I appreciate it, Crit. I mean, I'm guessing you're a massive, massive Borough fan. Let us know. Let us know. I wouldn't like to think about that, Chris. Solly Wilkes, appreciate it. Says, hello, I love your vids. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much indeed. Appreciate the love and support. So thank you. Borough coming forward now. Ball towards the edge. It's pumped in low. And Coventry get it away. Over 30 odd years. Wow. I mean, what's been some of your highlights as a Borough fan? Obviously, I know right now you're trying your best to get back to the Premier League. You've had them highs as well. You had Victor Valdez, and you had some decent players. The last time you were there, what has to change for Borough if they do succeed in the playoffs? Let us know what you think needs to be done. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I do agree with that. There's a lot of Borough fans that bring up that night at Stade Bucharest. Oh, Borough have had some decent players. Janino, Mendieta. Mendieta was quality. I thought you'd say that, Anthony. Thought you'd say that. I think we will, Chris. Honestly, I think we'll stay up. Ravanelli. How can you forget Ravanelli? What a player. If not more, Chris, we had a decent team. Not decent, a very aged team. And the numbers drastically dropped. Yeah, Paulo Zenden, Emerson, Ravanelli, Janino. Some real players. Free kick for Borough. Are they going to try and pump it out wide, or are they going to try and get a ball in the box? No, they've gone short. I don't understand that. They've got a chance to get the ball into the box. There's nobody who's... They've not thrown bodies forward for it. It's 75 minutes into a game of 0-0. I think, for me, Borough's mentality right now is probably to hold out to get to take it to the Riverside. If they can get something, brilliant. But they don't look in a rush for it. I'm a bit surprised at that. I thought they'd have thrown bodies forward and tried to create themselves a chance. Not bad. Not bad. I say you can come back to us as well on Wednesday night. Wednesday night we'll be covering the second leg of this fixture to see who cements that position in the playoff final. By that point, we'll already know who the opposition will be. Will it be Sunderland? Will it be Luton? You can join us on Tuesday to find out for that as well. The last 10 years, Chris. Last 10 years, Michael Duff. I'd have to say Michael Duff for me. I mean, Barnes has been around, yeah, but if we're going on the basis of the last 10 years, Michael Duff has been here since he were a kid. Middlesbrough Sunderland playoff final. I mean, it'd be interesting that. I mean, Robbie Blake was class, Anthony. Don't get me wrong. Mr. Burnley, probably not. But Pete Bailey's in. He says, who's playing better, mate? It's gone a bit stale, I'll be honest with you. It has gone a bit stale. Borough almost look now like they are trying to take this result back to the Riverside. The more this game goes on at 0-0, Coventry will want it more. Coventry will want it more. They'll want that early goal advantage to take. Akpom's getting a talking to by Bobby Madley. I think he's trying to review the situation and see what's happened here, but Akpom's come forward. It's McFadzean who's managed to get the ball ahead of Akpom. And Akpom's got a yellow card. Akpom's been booked for it. I mean, it was almost a 50-50 between the two of them. I think McFadzean's made the most of it, but Akpom's not helped his cause arguing with Bobby Madley about it. As I said, saying what I was saying, Pete, as well, is that it's one of them where if Coventry push themselves a little bit too far forward, you know, they're prone to that Borough counter-attack, and it could have some damage to their chances in the playoffs. It's Coventry trying a bit more now in terms of getting the chance. It is end to end, but Coventry, they look more dangerous with the ball going forward. Ball out wide. Norton Cuffy, can he get a ball in? Header up, only as far as the Coventry number 38. He's tried to whip one in. Lenihan clears it. Norton Cuffy tries to get to the seconds. Pump long by Borough. Doyle. What can he do? Tries to play a ball out wide. Luke McNally has it. Plays it out to Norton Cuffy. Tries a few step overs. Can he get the better of his man? Does. Tries to then cut back inside. Plays a ball in. Jokeres is up there. It's pinball. It's cleared from the box though. Borough did well there. Had to stand tall and resolute. And did. Coventry are knocking on the door though. They are knocking on the door. Godden's got to this. Can he get a ball? And he's had his t-shirt. He's had his shirt pulled there. He's not in the box. But he still did have his shirt pulled. Coventry still have possession though. Oh, terrible ball. Terrible ball by Hamer. Another substitution about to take place for Borough. Replacing striker Cameron Archer, who's, to be honest, he's not really been involved in the game. Not really been involved in the game at all. And it's Matt Crooks who will come on in his place. To be fair, Chris Welch, you're right, yeah. Has to be tight. Chris, yeah, Connor Roberts has been a shithouse, hasn't he? McNally's sort of, for someone who's been getting man of the matches most weeks over the championship season, he's not really been involved that much. He's had to do the odd few things, but he's been relatively quiet. Paul's in the chat. How are you doing? Hope you're well, mate. Up the clarets indeed. And Pete's a Villa fan. Not bad. I say I'm a Burnley fan, so the claret and blue love's there. The claret and blue love is all there, mate. Jim Bob says Sunderland's defence will need a big performance at Luton to get through on Tuesday. Yeah, it will be a massive task at Kenilworth Road. Luton are an absolute different animal at home. Who's that, Chris? Who's that we're linked with then? Chris says, be nice to see Borough back on Match of the Day. I might watch a few games, Anthony. I might watch a few games, but I'm not going to be doing them online. I might watch one tonight. I might watch Bradford Carlisle tonight. I mean, what are the other games? Well, some in the chat, some in the Prem, isn't there? As well. When this is finished, I might put Everton City on or Brentford West Ham. Basically going from one game to the next then, aren't I? To be honest, Pete, I'm hoping that Burnley can sort of emulate what Villa have done this season. The thing is, we can't hear Chukwuemeka, right? I think he needs a championship loan first. Chukwuemeka would have been decent last season at us. I don't think he deserves to go out on loan to a Prem club straight away. So yeah, I think he does need a championship loan, toughen him up a little bit. He's still only young, so time will tell. Take it easy, Emre. Take it easy. Happy birthday again. Good luck with your channel. 5 minutes left of this one. Still 0-0 at the moment. Is there going to be any breakthrough at all? It has been, well, nothing short of a stalemate at the moment. Hamer's down on the deck. Don't know what's happened here. He's rolling around, clutching his knee. He seems to be in pain. The referee's come over. So is it from the collision? Has he's hit it long? I think he's popped something himself. He's hurt himself there. I don't know whether he's popped something in his leg, but you know, it's whether he carries on. He did look in pain there. Flyover Fred says both bang average side. Yeah, they've not really tore it up, have they, today? A lot of people build this up, you know, with Jokeres and Chuba Akpom, you know, firing on all cylinders in the championship, but today aren't firing for love nor money just yet. Not a bad bit of business, Chris. Not a bad bit of business. Jim says, as a Sunderland fan, I would have been pleased just to stay up this season. It's crazy to be involved in the playoffs. I find it hilarious how you get Tony Mowbray in, Blackburn saying, oh, we need a new manager to take us to the next level, yet they miss out on the playoffs and Tony Mowbray's Sunderland get in there. Just comical as anything. As a Burnley fan, obviously, it's absolutely comical to see. But yeah, like Flyover Fred says there, Sunderland have been incredible. Incredible this season. Like you say, you had Ross Stewart firing on all cylinders, and you had to get that somebody in to try and provide that goal threat. Joe Geldart's come in. And to be honest, he's not done a bad job. Whether he's a stopgap or however you want to view him, he's not done a bad job at all. Two minutes left in this fixture. Is someone going to break it down? As I said, this result will probably favour Borough. This result will probably favour the away side. The second leg back at the Riverside for them, back on home soil for them. Really does give them an incentive. However, they're coming forward now. Great interception. Gone out for a throw-in. Borough will bottle it, Fred says. Coventry fans chewing their nails, wondering what's going on, how long's left. All it takes is one moment of magic. Are we going to see one before the turn of this game? I hope it's going to be a decent shirt, to be honest. I hope so. We've hit the 90th minute. 4 minutes have been added on at the end of this. 4 minutes have been added on. Chris Welch says he thinks it's going to go to pens, this one, in the second leg. Stick with us on Turf Morehouse TV. We will be bringing you both second legs. Starting Tuesday, Luton versus Sunderland. Then on Wednesday, join us again when we will be doing Middlesbrough versus Coventry, the second leg. One way or another, we will get a definitive answer of who's going to be in that playoff final. Coventry come forward. Gets towards the edge of the box. Hamer. That's decent little touchback. Decent touchback by the Borough centre-back, and Zach Steffen is there to pick up the pieces. What bottle of wine are you having for the second leg? Oof, I don't know. Not all. Whether I have a drink or not, I don't know. We'll see. Chris Welch says, what a day of football again. EFL playoffs and a race for the Premier League title. Solly says, I really want Borough to win, but I think Cov will win on pens. Similar to Chris. Not a bad shout. 2 minutes have been played of the added 4. 2 still to go. Borough now coming forward. If you're a fan in that CBS arena, it would not surprise me if you are literally trying your best to just whistle, try and get the referee to end this game. It's these dying minutes, though. These dying minutes where it all could change. Borough have a corner. Coventry need to defend this. It's former United youth player Paddy McNair who's going to whip this one in. Referee stopped it. It's telling him to put the ball back. Now Paddy McNair. Can he whip a good ball in? It's deep. Right, straight out. Wasteful corner. Absolutely wasteful corner. So it's just thanks for streaming this, mate. Really needed it. No, appreciate it. I'm going to try and cover the next 2 legs as well. But it is all over. A share of the spoils, 0-0. Means that if anything, does, as I said, favours Middlesbrough going into that second leg. It really, really does. Ben Wilson kept Coventry in this early doors. But it does, however, finish 0-0 here. Chris says, I would love for Pace to buy another club like he tried to buy one recently from the Belgium League. Obviously, I'm not sure what's going on there because as Mac asked the question, but who knows? Who knows? Jim says, sounds like a classic. Well, not been the greatest, I'll give you that. All the action were in like the first 45, to be honest. Second half, it did open up a little bit, but But 0-0's not bad. 0-0 isn't bad. Decent result for both sides. Fred says Robbins has done an incredible job. No pitch at the beginning of the season and nowhere to play. No money to sign players. No financial powerhouse teams coming up, though. But it is all over. Adita, it isn't penalties. That is only the playoff semi-final first leg. So it will now go back to Middlesbrough's ground at the Riverside on Wednesday evening. And they'll battle it out then to see who gets a place in the playoff final at Wembley Stadium. Chris says these teams aren't good enough to stay up. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Depends on how much they strengthen. Mick says, thanks for the stream, Dan. Adios. Appreciate it. Paul says, Cov 3-1 win at Borough incoming. Who knows? Who knows? But we will be there to bring it with you. Join us on Tuesday. For Luton versus Sunderland, the second leg. And join us on Wednesday as well for Middlesbrough, Coventry. Both fixtures, will give us the answers to the playoff final. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you can, please do drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we next go live. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the love and support in the chat. Really do appreciate it. So thank you. Yeah, Fred, why not mention it? Ben Wilson scored at Bastards. Let's do it. Let's do it. With that said, till next time, take care. See you Tuesday.